Released by Tamsoft in 2014 on the PlayStation 4 and later ported to PC, Onechanbara Z2 Chaos will be a direct sequel to Onechanbara Z Kagura, and only the third game of the Onechanbara series to be released in the US. Directed and written by Shunsuke Tezuka, who also worked on previous games in the series, the game continues its premise of girls cutting down supernatural beasts and undead monsters. For story, the game features the return of Dampier's Kagura and her sister Saya, as well as the return of series protagonist Aya and her sister Saki. For gameplay, it's still a hack-and-slash action game where combat performance is rated at the end of each stage based on combos, damage taken and dealt, and items used. Ratings can award yellow orbs as well as defeating enemies, which can be spent on upgrading skills and weapons. At any time, characters can be swapped out instantly, with each one specializing in particular weapon sets and fighting styles. Returning is weapon durability, in which the more a weapon is used, the more its power and speed drop, requiring frequent refreshing. Introduced are new ascended transformations for each character aside from berserking, that boosts power at the cost of vitality. The story only gets larger from here, so let's cut it down to science with a recapitation. The game begins by recounting the age-old feud between the Vampiric clan and Baneful bloodline that continues to today. Kagura and her sister Saya are among the strongest of the Vampiric clan, while Aya and her sister Saki are accomplished assassins and the current descendants of the Baneful blood. Both sets clash in a recent plot by the Vampiric clan, and during this, Kagura and Saya realize their adopted mother Queen Carmilla was the mastermind behind the scheme to have both sets of sisters die by each other's hands. Thwarting this, Kagura and Saya overthrew Carmilla and her forces, and struck an uneasy truce with Aya and Saki. However, before peace can be brokered after it all, the two clash again in a duel for supremacy. Before it's resolved, a strange girl in white with a barred blade slams down, shattering the floor and interrupting the duel. With impressive strength, she breaks the floor beneath them all, and before falling, Aya catches a glimpse of a green-haired woman looking on from Carmilla's throne. As they're separated during the fall, Kagura is paired with Aya in some mining tunnels below, and reluctantly they opt to work together to locate their sisters together. Their mutual friend, Anna of the Zombie Punitive Forces, ZPF, comes into contact with them, as they find abnormally large moles have been digging the tunnels underneath the castle, though their bickering opens Kagura up to taking a direct hit. Aya opts to revive her by allowing her to drink some of her blood, and to their surprise, taking in some of the Baneful blood powers up Kagura enough to unlock a new transformation, Dare Drive. Using her enhanced strength, Kagura tears through the moles and uses them to break a way out for them both. Meanwhile, Saya and Saki find themselves trapped in a small dimension where hordes of undead wait for them, and fighting their way out find themselves in a church leading out to a village outside the castle. They encounter the girl in white again, who deals a heavy hit to Saya right when Kagura and Aya burst into the scene. Aya advises Saki to give Saya some of her blood, and begrudgingly she allows it, and again, the mixing of Vampiric and Baneful blood unlocks a powerful Dare Drive. The combination of the two teams drives away the girl in white for now, though Anna now flies in to pick them all up. She briefs them all that undead outbreaks have been suddenly appearing around the world, and states that in order to take back control, all four of them need to work together and take back the hardest hits area of Los Angeles, Peru, Dubai, China, and Japan. As they quell the hotspots in each zone and put down the boss undead spirits there, they slowly begin getting used to each other and their respective quirks and strengths. Anna then reports in that Vlon Castle has been spotted, fully intact, and it likely has to do with the recent undead surge. Returning to restorm the castle, the group uses their newly founded teamwork against the stronger monsters within, making their way back to the throne room where their adventure started. Waiting there is the green-haired woman, Evangeline, who admits she is the one behind the outbreaks around the world, noting how well the two teams work together now. They clash, and Evangeline pulls back for now, and afterwards, Anna notes that while the worldwide crisis is stabilizing, she suddenly caught a distress signal from ZPF headquarters. Realizing they fell for the enemy's trap, they hurry to ZPF HQ, where they are met by the girl in white again, who once again easily beats them aside. In the heat of the moment, a strange reaction occurs in Aya and Saki, and the earlier bites from Kagura and Saya begin holding their effects. Transforming into demonic ecstatic modes, Aya and Saki lead a charge into clearing the zombified ZPF building. Hacking their way to the rooftop, Evangeline is there with the girl in white, whom Aya and Saki suspect to be Misery, another descendant of the Baneful blood that they were forced to defeat in the past. As they defeat her once and for all, her mask falls, confirming their suspicion, and the group agrees to follow her and Evangeline. They chase them to an organic research lab that has been experimenting with brainwashing and cloning, as they cut through clones of many of the boss zombies fought so far, and catch up to Evangeline. She claims that her research will do away with both clans and create a world without conflict, but as both sides clash, Evangeline is forced to reveal her own ascended form. Kagura, Saya, Aya, and Saki put aside their differences to end conflict their own way, beginning with defeating Evangeline. As the game ends, the two teams decide to truly end their clans feuding, starting now, as a mutual respect is born. They also learned from Anna that all of the undead spirits suddenly vanished the moment they defeated Evangeline, but more than that, Evangeline was working with Carmilla researching mixing vampiric and baneful blood. She succeeded, resulting in the dare drive of her own when they were fighting, and it turns out Misery was actually the little sister of Evangeline as well. Before they can talk more, a new group of undead spirits pop up and the group leaps in for one last job together. Onechanbara Z2 Chaos has enjoyed the success of selling over 300,000 copies worldwide.
Keep on